say to me in Bowers Game Corner.
Hey there, YouTube. I'm back again for another How to Play video, and today I'm going to teach you how to play Boo Hollow Pumpkin Showdown. This is from Funko Games for 3 to 6 players, ages 6+. First thing you're going to want to do is shuffle up all these cards right here with the different bones and skulls on the back. Put a big pile in the middle, and then each player is going to secretly draw 4 cards from that pile. Next, you're going to set the hit cards off to the side. The youngest player is going to get this little token right here, and now you're ready to start the game. So what you're going to do on your turn is really quite simple. You are always going to be throwing pumpkin cards at other people, and you have to match the colors. So right now, I could throw a 1 yellow pumpkin at someone, or I could play a 2 green pumpkin, or a 3 green pumpkin, or a 5 green pumpkin, or a 4 green pumpkin, so on and so forth. Now, if it ever gets to your turn, and you don't have any pumpkin cards in your hand, you can immediately draw 2 cards from the draw pile. Now, once you launch pumpkins at someone, this player now immediately becomes the defender. So the first thing they're going to do is roll this die right here and see what happens. There's 2 different faces that they're going to see. There's either going to be dodge or there's going to be draw. Now, if you dodge, that means that the attack cards in front of you are going to go either to the left or to the right, depending on what you roll. Now, if you ever dodge an attack and it goes back to the player who threw the attack, then they immediately take a hit card. Place that in front of them, discard all the cards into a face-up pile, and then pass the first player token to the left. But let's rewind a little bit, and let's pretend that they didn't actually dodge it this way, but they dodged it to the right towards this player. If that happens, then these cards immediately go in front of that player, and then they now are going to be rolling the die, hoping that they can either dodge it or draw 1 or 2. So let's talk about the draw 1 or 2. So let's pretend the attack got dodged over here and they got a draw 2. It's really quite simple. They're going to take 2 cards from the center, and then they have 3 things they could do. Now, the first thing you can do is play one of these hit or dodge cards, and you got to make the choice. Either you can dodge to the left or to the right, depending on which card you have, and this works exactly the same way as one of these dodges. Or what you can do is you can just take a hit card and then give it to the person who threw the original snowball, and that'll end the round with all the cards getting discarded, except for the hit cards, which never go away, and the first player token getting passed to the left once again. But let's pretend that you didn't have any dodge cards in your hand. What could you do instead? The other thing you can do is you can counter. And how you do this is by matching the same color that was thrown at you and either getting an equal or higher number. If you got an equal number, so for instance, if we had a green 4, no one would take a hit card, all the cards would get discarded, and you just move on to the next player. However, if you can play a higher number, then the person who threw the pumpkin actually will take a hit card. So right now, I would be able to play a 5 thanks to the wild, which there are some wild ones mixed in. These can be used as any color you want, and if you play it by yourself, then you just say what color it is. The last thing you can do if you don't want to or can't dodge or counter is to just take a hit card and place it in front of yourself and then discard all the cards and move on to the next player to the left. Now, if you ever have 3 hit cards in front of you, you cannot win the game. You are out of the game. However, when it gets to your turn, you can still draw 1 card from the center and then give it to 1 living player. 2 last minor rules. If there's only 2 players left in the game, a dodge blocks any thrown pumpkins and the turn immediately ends. Also, if this draw pile ever runs out, just reshuffle everything from the discard pile and form a new draw pile. But that's how you're going to play Boo Hollow Pumpkin Showdown. If this video helped you out, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Also, if you enjoy learning new games, please consider clicking on that subscribe button down below as I post new games all the time. And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. This video is brought to you by all of my amazing Patreon supporters, and I would love it if you would join their ranks and have your name immortalized in the end of many of my videos for the end of time. But consider for only $1 a month, and as always, thanks for stopping by.